All right, shalom everyone. Peace of the Lord to all of you, and no peace for the wicked, the Lord said. I don't want to keep you longer. I just saw in the news that Trump, he deployed a submarine to be relocated close to Russia. So we will give what I know, and I will share with you my opinion, and for sure you don't have to agree with me in anything I say. Be a free thinker and think in the way you think it's right for you. So here we see a tweet from the previous president of Russia. This guy is not a president, really. He never been a president. See, Putin is a KGB person. He is in total control of Russia for almost 30 years. And he never left the office. But because the law, or let's say the constitution, which is, a piece of paper, and obviously Putin, he know how to play the game. So he cannot be more president for more than twice in the row. So what he do? He got a toy. He put the toy in his place, and the toy he do exactly what he said. So when Putin he cannot be president no more, he put this guy Dmitry as a president, and Putin will be the vice president. But everybody knows that Putin is the real president. And this guy, he was exchanging tweets. And I say thank God that this guy is not a real president. And I'm saying that he is not the one who can make decision, because obviously those people are stupid and they can destroy the whole world. You see, it doesn't matter where you live. You should be very, interested and worry if such a thing happened, because such a war between two countries is not going to destroy, like a massive amount of Russia and massive amount of USA. That will cause destruction for the whole earth. Nuclear weapon, if they explode in Russia or in USA or in Ukraine, everybody will get harmed. Radiation go to thousands of miles away. If you remember, during the time of the tsunami in Japan, the radiation went all the way to California. I mean, how far it is California from Japan? And until now, Japan actually, the government themselves, they very much hesitated to use the, let us say, the seafood from that territory. Even though there's no explosion, this is not a nuclear weapon. It's just a little leak. It's not. We cannot compare this to what can happen if a nuclear weapon happened and occurred and they are start shooting at each other. And because we know that the American army, they have bases everywhere in the world, including Muslim countries like Turkey, which is not a Muslim country. Really. This is the land of Greece and Armenia. But for now, the filthy Ottoman, they are the one who occupy it. So when the Russian, they want to go at war with the American, then they have to burn Turkey, they have to burn Qatar, and for sure they will attack Europe, because American, they have bases even in Japan. So this will be a local war between two countries and the borders, but it's going to be a worldwide war. Now, if we read together, let us go first to the news from the beginning. Maybe that can give you a better introduction for what is going on.
So live now from Fox, as we are learning right now that President Trump has ordered 2 nuclear submarines he positioned in regions near Russia in response to threats from former Russian President Dmitry Medvedev. And this is that post there from President Trump from Truth Social on your screen. He says, I have ordered 2 nuclear submarines to be positioned in the appropriate regions just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that. This was just posted moments ago from the president. He said he ordered the submarines moved, quote, just in case these foolish and inflammatory statements are more than just that. Words are very important and can often lead to unintended consequences. I hope this will not be one of those instances.
You see, what I like about Trump, he is first he is an old man. He is not a young, young people. They jump. Yeah, let's go to war. You're challenging us. How dare you? So it's very important to have a wise person in such a place because a little mistake can destroy nations, not only the nation, your nation, especially in such a kind of war. This is not. You lose 50,000 soldiers from your side and 50,000 from our, and then we shake hands and we finish it. No, this will be massive. So what I notice about Trump, he is very wise. He don't rush into war. He is not a war guy. In fact, this guy, since he became president, he tried to stop every war happening around. So he is not a war and bloodshed person, which is good because war is ugly. War is not good to anybody. I mean, even if you want to go, let us say somebody take your home. He took your home. You have to go at war with the person who took your home. But it's not going to be fun. But you have to. But it's not fun. It's not good. It's about killing. It's about bloodshed. It's about suffering. You suffer from your side, and the enemy will suffer. So, war is not good. For me, I joined the army and I was in the army, but not because I love war, but because I love to defend my people. Not because I love to kill. That is not the purpose I did join the army for. The army, a good army, is the army which is made to defend, not to attack and kill, not to steal. Otherwise, that army is nothing but a gang. This is not an army of a country or a nation of good. This is satanic army. So I joined USA Army because I wanted to give my share, to be part of this army and do what is good. So Trump here, he's being the wise man, and we notice that this idiot, Dmitry, is acting like a little teenage.
Trump and Medvedev, who is the deputy chairman of Russia's Security Council, have traded taunts in recent days. We're pulling that up on your screen there right now. That's one of those posts there from Medvedev. I believe on Monday he posted this. All of this coming after President Trump on Tuesday said Russia had, quote, 10 days from today to agree to a ceasefire in Ukraine or be hit along with its oil buyers and tariffs. Moscow, which has set out its own terms for peace in Ukraine, has shown no sign that it will comply with President Trump's deadline.
All right. So this guy, he's like a big mouth. And I'm sure that Putin now, he will spank him after what happened. Because I know that this guy, he have no say in the politics. He is just a display for Putin. So if Putin, next election, he cannot be a president, then he will put him again a president, and Putin will be the president from behind the scene. He will be the vice president, but in reality, he will be the president. So I will not be surprised if Putin, he asked him to come to his office and make him bend over, and he give him some slashes in his butt, telling him, you are an idiot. What are you talking about? Here we go. And they just moved submarine, and now you are going to make the American. And this is the impact of this, just a stupid comment. This comment actually is for the benefit of Ukraine. I will explain to you why. It was difficult for those stupid Republican, and I have to say stupid. All of them, they say, what our business with Russia? Why we have to support Ukraine? What's our business? We have nothing to do with this. But as you notice that this regime, Putin and his thugs, me myself, I love Russia. I'm not against the Russian. I wish no Russian will be killed, no Ukrainian, no American. Remember, we are Christian. We are family. But what you can do if Hitler become a president of a nation, you have no choice. Either you kill Hitler or you kill the nation. But we don't want the Russian to be killed. In Russia, if you say anything, you disappear. Anyone who go in election against Putin, he end dead, literally. Not silenced, not a drop from the election. No, he end dead. Go check them one by one. Either die by poison, or by a knife on the bridge, or by a knife under the bridge, or when he is going in the highway, somebody hit him. And all of those who do the attack, they are from Chechnya. It happened that those are the dogs of Ramazan Kadyrov, the puppy of Putin. And whoever killed anyone opposed Putin, they will accuse him that he is just mentally ill. You know, he's not normal. It's not us, the KGB. Now the KGB is gone supposedly, but the head of the KGB is still there. He is now the president. So this guy is saying something very insulting. Don't think we are, Israel. The funny is that the Russian, when they were in Syria, and the Israeli were hitting the Syrian regime, the previous one, day and night, Putin did not even dare to fart in front of the Israeli. So now you became strong and you are not Israel. You spend a lot of money and you send massive arms to Assad regime to fix his regime in the ground. The Israeli kept beating the hell of him until he collapsed. And you did not even dare to fart. You did not even dare to complain. So don't talk about Israel, because you yourself, you were in fear of Israel. And for sure we cannot compare the power of Israel to the power of America. Even though we know Israel is very powerful, especially with nuke and technology. In fact, nobody knows how far the Israeli nuclear weapon is became advanced. Because the word nuclear is very flexible. If we are talking about Hiroshima bomb, that is a toy. Doesn't count. So what they have now, they have a massive kind of beyond the nuclear, and this is what Israel, I believe, has. And Putin, he was shutting his mouth in front of the Israeli airplane, attacking the army and Hezbollah in Syria every day. Even like the Hezbollah, they made bases not even 30 meters away from the Russian bases in Syria, and still the Israeli hate it and they don't care for the Russian. So here you see the statement is a statement on the air of stupidity, but this statement is going to be for the benefit of the Ukrainian. Right now, as soon this conversation start happening, right now both sides, who they always disagree, we know that Democrat and Republican, they always disagree. It doesn't matter what you say. Democrat, they say no. Even if you say to them you are good, they will say no. Like the Muslims, for the Democrat, the Republican are wrong whatever they say, and for the Republican, the Democrat are wrong whatever they say. But as soon this conversation starts happening between, in fact, the statement started not between, this guy is not talking really to Trump. He was posting under Senator Graham, let me show you here. Senator Graham and former Russian president trade public Bob, after Russian threat to USA. And here you see the tweet. To those in Russia who believe that President Trump is not serious about ending the bloodbath between Russia and Ukraine, you and your customer will soon be sadly mistaken. You will also soon see that Joe Biden is no longer president. So here you see they are not saying anything as a threat to Russia. In fact, they are saying we are going to finish this war. We will stop the war. We will not attack you. So there's no threat here. Or what they are saying that we will put sanctions on India. You see the Indian government, the smoothie is those worms who suck blood. I don't know what they call them. Leech? What they call it? So the smoothie is a very filthy, trashy person. He have zero ethic. So he see Netanyahu, he give him hugs. The head of the terrorist in Iran die, he cry on the phone. The phone is there. Oh, we cry. We condone us for the Iranian. So he is a friend with Israel, and he is against Hamas in Israel, but he is a friend with Qatar, the one who support Hamas. He's a friend with Saudi Arabia. He's friend with Iran. In fact, he is the Indian now. They are building massive port will be used for military and trade in the same time for Iran. And last year, the Indian army, they have a war game with the Iranian Revolutionary Guard to train the Iranian for war with Israel. So imagine, this Moody, he see the Israeli prime minister, he give him a hug and a kiss, and he hold his hand when they go in the beach. It sounds like a gay stuff, you know. I don't know. Like, I'm not saying they are gays, but it looks so stupid. The image. Let me see if I can get you refresh some of your memory. Meet Moody. Look at this image. Somebody is in love, you know. But he do the same with the Iranian. He do the same with Hezbollah. He do the same with Hamas. He do the same with Qatar. He do the same. So this guy is zero ethic. Whatever the money is, you know, like those what they call them, the flies, the death fly. When a person he die, even if your window they are closed, they come from where nobody knows. How they can come, how they can get inside the room. So like if somebody called the police suspicion about somebody maybe die inside this house, all what the police need to do, they look at the window. If they see any of those flies in the windows, that means there's the dead person inside. So this is the death fly. Whatever death, you find him. Everything is for sale. No ethic. Welcome to India, Moody. Again, I'm not speaking against Indian. I'm speaking against this filthy scumbag. So Trump, he is going to enforce a very high tariff on India because India, or just to get the free, almost a free oil, they are causing the death of Ukraine because all what causing the war to stop, or what can make the war stop, according to Trump opinion and his assistants, if we stop the Russians from selling their oil, they will not have more money and budget for the war, and then they will be forced to negotiate. All what Trump wants from them, let us negotiate. He don't want to kill the Russian. He don't want to destroy Russia. He said, let's talk. Let's stop killing each other. They don't want. Putin, he want to take more lands, not for the sake of the land as a land, but for the sake of the minerals. Many naive people think that Putin is fighting because in the border there is a Russian citizen. In fact, there is none. And same time, if you talk about Russian and Putin, he want to fight for the sake of the Russian, well, guess what? China did lease from Russia a massive land. I don't know if you know how much you know about history, you know. So the stupid Russian government, they made a treaty or an agreement of lease to the Chinese, and that treaty, in like it's expired. This treaty is expired, but the Chinese refuse to give the land back to Russia. However, the Chinese, they say, well, this is a land anyway, you stole it from us during the Qing dynasty. So originally this land belonged to Russia, to China, and the Russian, they were able to force the Chinese, because at that time the Chinese were weak. They were forcing them to retreat, and even they forced them to make a treaty that this is the land of Russia. So when the Russian asked for, in 1991, the Russian and the Chinese, they signed an agreement about that land, supposedly to resolve the border dispute. However, the Chinese, as usual, they play games. As long we cannot fight Russia right now, well, we will kiss the butt of the Russian until we are strong. The Chinese somehow, the communists, they practice the same as the Muslim taqiyya. The Quran says, cry not for peace when you are the uppermost. So what if you are not uppermost? You cry for peace. See? You cry for peace, but this is temporarily until you are the uppermost. So the Chinese, they cry for peace and they signed two treaties, I think 1991 and one in 2004. And China now is very powerful. It's not the same as before. China 20 years ago is not the same as China now. And China 25 years from now is not going to be as China now. So Putin, he cannot get his land back, which is supposed to be considered as part of Russia, from the Chinese, but he don't dare to threat China. Just to show you that this is not about land. It's about a weak country. He noticed that the Ukrainians are very weak, and now is the time to steal their minerals. And you know, Ukraine is very rich with minerals, very, very rich. I mean, even their dirt, the dirt of Ukraine, is priceless. You can search right now. You will see that Ukraine is the basket of bread for the whole world. The price of bread became so expensive everywhere in the world since the war started. So Putin is not fighting for the sake of so-called Russian who they are inside Ukraine. No, he's fighting for minerals. And the same with the China. The Chinese are not fighting really for the sake of the land. They are fighting for minerals. Even though historically this land is their land, the Chinese land. The Chinese will go at war with Taiwan. Not really because they care for Chinese, but they care how to control, because Taiwan itself does not have nothing to do with the Chinese. The native people of Taiwan are not even the same as the Chinese or even Japanese or even Indonesian. They don't look the same. They don't have the same color skin. They don't have the same language. They have the different ethnic group. You can check it out. So right now, Taiwan, the majority of the population is a Chinese. But in reality, there's no Chinese there. This is not their land. So this is how things is mixed up. So when they speak about justice, what is right, what's wrong, you took our land. This is not really about, because all of them, they are thieves. All of them, they are thieves. When you are weak, everybody take your land. It doesn't matter who you are. You are weak. So because people, they especially those stupid Democrat, the Democrat is very hypocrite. They are the same way as Modi, the Indian Prime Minister. When they are in the office, anything Biden he do, they don't say that Russia can cause a third World War III. It was the Republican when they were saying that. There's tons of videos, you can watch them. Why we need to support Ukraine? We can cause third World War III. This is very dangerous. We should not do that. This is what? The Republican. Now, the one in the office is Republican. The position switched. The one saying the same sentence was said by Republican is the Democrat. And here you see the hypocrisy of both parties. There's no decency and there is no honesty. But all of us, we knew that neither Russia, neither anyone dare to attack America. You can do it, but you know that what will happen after. I mean, throwing rocks at the bear is easy, But then the bear will chase you and he will eat you alive. So, so both of them in politics, there's no decency from both sides. Republican, Democrat, European, Chinese, Russia. But you go by the news and you think really, oh, those people, the Ukrainian, they took their land. This is originally from Russia. As if you listen to Qatar Carson, you will hear that from him. But the reality is the opposite. It was the Russian for hundreds of years sucking the blood of the Ukrainian. During the Soviet Union, during the communists, the Russian, they take all the wealth of Ukraine. Go to Moscow. Moscow is a capital built long after Kiev. Long after Kiev. Russia itself became a Christian 1,000 years ago. I think 1,020 years ago, something like that. Ukraine is way older, but they took over, and since then they are the one who dictate who can be the mayor in a city, who can be the police, who can be the minister, who cannot be the minister, who you know what even what he can grow on your land. Like the Russian is the one who tell Ukrainian what field you can have, what you can grow potato, don't grow potato, grow a corn, don't grow corn. So they dictate everything in their life. But you know, people, because they are just manipulated by news, and just to speak to anyone, he's supposedly conservative Christian, he will say to you Putin is against homosexuality. Okay, he's against homosexuality, but he support Islamic gangs. He built, you know, tens of mosques in the heart of Moscow from the money of the government. Go watch the prayer of the Muslim in the heart of Moscow. 200,000 Muslims praying in the middle of Moscow. Oh, he's against homosexuality, but he made a law to forbid anyone to insult so-called Prophet Muhammad. If you are a Christian and you insult Muhammad, you go to jail. If you are a Muslim, you insult Jesus, you are free. This is Putin, the scumbag. And yet they claim to be Christians. Those people who defend Putin, they claim to be Christians. They claim to be hardcore Christians. Hypocrite people. However, here what we see, the exchange in the street, the Americans are not making a threat to Russia. They are saying we will do sanctions to stop the bloodshed. We are not going to attack the Russian. We will sanction India, not you. We will sanction China, which means anyone buy your oil is going to be paying a high price by tariff. That's all. We will not attack India. We will not attack China. We won't attack anybody. Here this guy, he's like a hot fart. He think he have a say. He really think he is a vice president, or as he used to be a president. So Trump is playing a game with the Russian, 50 days or 10 days, because before Trump he says I will give the Russian 50 days, which is very stupid, and then he make it 10 days, which is very stupid too, because what 10 days? Why you don't do it right away? I mean, you are waiting for 6 months. You allow the Russian to kill as many as they wish in Ukraine. You humiliated the president of the Ukrainian, unjustifying, just because he is not wearing a suit. Just because the Democrat, they took him to a manufacturer in Pennsylvania, as if he can say no. I mean, can the guy even say no, don't take me? He knew that all his assistance is coming from those people. If he made them angry, they will stop assisting him. Very stupid behavior from both at that time, Trump and J.D. Vance. J.D. Vance is just a kid. You know, sometimes he do act like a smart person. Sometimes he is just a teenage. You know, we saw what happened in the White House. It was very, very junky, very trashy. Disrespect to the guy just because his country need us. So we humiliated him. We even kicked him out from the White House. Very disgusting and stupid behavior of so-called J.D. Vance, the Christian. Shameful behavior, actually. So here he's saying, he should remember two things. Who? Trump. Russia is not Israel or even Iran. Number two, a new ultimum is the threat and a step toward war. So who is the one consider this is a war? The Russian, not the American. The American are not talking about war. Not between Russia and Ukraine, but between his own country. Don't go down the slee. I don't know what the rest of the doesn't show. It's a screenshot. So anyway, so Trump, he decided to move submarines. We don't know how many, and those submarines are equipped by nuclear weapon. Now, I don't know where the submarine is located, but if you look at the map, we are in the borders of Russia. You know, we are not. Where is the border? Let's see. We want a clear map. Give me a sec. Give me a minute. Okay. USA. We have less than 1 mile distance between us. You know, I mean, there's no need to go anywhere. You know, move where and come from where. We are just almost touching each other. You know. This is the map. Like when somebody says to you that the NATO is getting close to Russia, I mean, whoever says that is so stupid, because the NATO is 1 meter away from Russia. Here we go. This is the biggest country in the NATO, the most powerful one. Hey, this is how far we are. This is what, 1 mile, 2 miles, 10 miles. So the excuse that the NATO is getting closer, we are so close. I mean, we can't get closer more than this. This is Alaska, and by the way, Alaska used to be part of Russia. So if Putin's serious about getting his land back, look how big Russia is. I mean, Alaska. Alaska is very rich with minerals and oil and gas. The Russian, they sold Alaska for $6 million at that time. So what this guy is talking about? It's just a stupid conversation. But Trump is right. Fear not a wise man, but you should fear a stupid man. However, as long he is not the one in charge, I don't consider what he's saying seriously, because simply he is not in charge. But a fool man, he is in charge. You have to be very careful in whatever he say, because it can be very dangerous. It is not for you or Trump. He is responding to the senator here. The senator here. So he posts under his account saying, it's not for you or Trump to dictate when to get at peace table. And here you see how that exposed the lies. Many say the Ukrainians don't want peace. Is the Ukrainian they want war? Is the Ukrainian who attack? It's the opposite. It's in front of you. So it's not you who tell us when to go to table of peace. It's not up to you. Negotiation will end when all objective of our military operation has been achieved. What is that? To occupy more than half Ukraine. When we take all the mineral land, the most priceless minerals, then we can sit on the table. So which means when we finish, in fact, you see the operation. Look at the filthy. He called it operation. Until now, the Russian, they are in denial. They don't want to call it a war. 3 years of war, or what now, almost 4 years, and still they are calling it operation. Operation is something you do in a few hours. The stupid Putin, he thought those Ukrainians are weak. Their army is nothing. They don't have equipment. They have tanks from the Soviet Union. Half of them, they don't function and they have rust. We attack them. We will be in the capital in this than a day. And in fact, almost they arrive. If you remember the Chechenian, the filthy Putin, he sent the Chechenian all the way through Belarus, not from Russia, and he attacked from the other, borders from the east of Russia too, the east of Ukraine. So almost they arrived to the border, to the capital, few miles away from the capitals, but they could not take it. The Ukraine right away, they gathered their forces and they were able to fight. And in fact, just today, the Ukrainians, they were able to go all the way deep in Russia and they destroy many manufacturers for war. And you notice in this war, the Russians are hitting apartment business. in the Easter, in Sunday Easter, the Russian, they hit a city, I think it's called Sumy, something like that. 35 Christians, including kids, they were holding the palm, celebrating the Palm Sunday, and the bomb and the drones made in Iran explode and them killing 35, injuring hundreds. This is Putin, the one who he claimed to be Christian, and in the Easter day he go to the church and he drew the cross in his face, and he claimed to be Orthodox Christian, killing Orthodox Christians. Remember, those in Ukraine, the massive number of them, they are Orthodox Christians. So Russia have a problem with the Japanese, not only with the Chinese, Japanese, everybody. The stupid Putin, he need to remember that the Chinese are not your friends, and this is why you don't dare even to take back what you claim it was a lease. You gave it to them. You don't even dare to open your mouth. People in Russia, they were so upset that Putin is going down in his belly because now he need the Chinese to buy his oil. The same, he have dispute with the Japanese. But can he take the land back from the Japanese? Can the Japanese take the land? The only way is war, because obviously those people, they are, they are just possessed with evil and war and bloodshed. They will never go to peace unless you force them to. So the Russian, they have too many enemies, and they are living in delusion time that because we have weapon, because we have nukes, everybody will go down in his belly. But guess what? You are not the only one who have nukes in this earth. And if you use your nukes, you will use it only once. You will not be able to use it twice. As simple as that. So your nuke, either you want to destroy and finish your enemy, or your enemy is going to finish you, or maybe both of you finish each other. However, those nukes is going to destroy the whole earth. So we know that nobody will dare to use it, and I believe time will come and some stupid idiot is going to use it. It's just a matter of time to have a president, he is mentally ill, psychopath, and he decide to use it. The Russians are so, they act like hero in front of Japan. Why? Because Japanese are the same as the Ukrainian. They don't have nukes. So when they have a dispute about the Kuril Islands between Russia and Japan, Putin, he speaks as if he's a hero in front of the Japanese. But Japanese is not a joke. Japan was an empire one day, and they used to be the most powerful nation, at least in that territory. Japan one day attacked even USA. Big mistake. So don't do the same stupid mistake. Somebody before you try to attack USA, they will swallow you. They will eat you alive. So I cannot take this statement seriously. However, as a president, Trump, he have to take it seriously. You have no choice. You are making a threat. You have no choice to say I'm going to ignore it, because sometime somebody he says something because somebody told him to say it. So it is possible that Putin don't dare to say it, so he told this guy to say it. You know what I mean? Sometimes the one who delivered the message is not the one who said the message. Do you understand what I'm saying? However, what happened today, I can say this is for the benefit of the Ukrainian a billion times, because now both parties, Republican, you see how stupid this idiot, he united the enemies. Those two parties, they hate each other. Republican and Democrat. Just a tweet, a stupid tweet, he was able to unite the Democrat and the Republican. Can we call you smart? No, we have to call you a donkey, because you did nothing except uniting the one you don't want them to be united against you. And then when they are united, they will do what? Right away they will start sending more assistance to Ukraine. You want to bet? Watch the news and you will see. In the coming few days, you will see more and more voices asking to do something against Russia, because the stupid idiot, he united them to do so. Always Republicans saying, no, we should not give more, we should not do more, we should not, etc. This is not our business. The Republican, they are in a mood, in a stupidity and denial, like what her name, Marjorie Green. This Marjorie Green is weirdo. Supposedly she is a conservative, but she is conservative. So she said we should not give assistance to Israel. They have nukes, which is very stupid. Because, okay, they have nukes, they can defend themselves. Okay, we have nukes, we can defend ourselves. So why we have army in France? They have nukes. Why we have bases in England? Why we have bases in... they have nukes. It's just, I mean, who in the world put them in the office? Many people who they are in the office, in the Congress, and they are senators, they are the most foolish, dummy, unwise people ever. And obviously they are drinking camel urine. This is the camel urine system, symptom. Sorry. So I see what happened here is a positive news for the Ukrainian, is negative news for the Russian, and that will eliminate any doubt for Trump, because this guy, he think, you know, Putin is very, very evil. So he called Trump, how you doing? You know, we should be friends. And Trump says, yeah, I agree with you. Come on, let us sit at the table. Let us finish. So he gave him some nice words. He hung up the phone. He said, shoot. So Putin was playing Trump like a fool for the last 6 months. It's a fact. And then Trump, he said, oh, you know what? I'm going to be tough with him now. I will give him 50 more days. Are you stupid or what? You gave him already. Every 2 months, you say, I will give him 2 months more. I will give him a few weeks more. I will give him, you know, we will see. We will, but because he is trying to avoid facing the reality that the Russians are the aggressor, and they will not stop until they take what they came to take. Putin, if he leave right now the war, he will find himself lost a lot. He did not win, even though he took a lot of land, because he lost a lot of soldiers. He lost a lot of money. All of this to take just this land? Until now they could not, like in the last year, they could not even occupy 10 kilometers deep. Yet hundreds of thousands of soldiers died. Horrible war for Russia. It exposed how weak the Russian army. Their soldiers, their boots are leaking water. There's no food for the army. The trucks, they are rusted. They are using, you know, tanks from the World War II. Junk. They are even hiring North Korean soldiers. They are hiring fighters from Yemen. They are hiring fighters from Syria. They are hiring fighters from everywhere, because nobody want to go to war. Russians themselves, they are disgusted with the stupidity of Putin. This guy, he made a big mistake. He thought he will go in 24 hours, he will take Ukraine, and bye-bye. We steal it, we control it as before, the same as the Soviet Union. We put a president who is a sex toy in our hand, we move him as we wish. This was the plan. But he never thought that those Ukrainians is going to screw him up. And not only that, the Ukrainian war made Ukraine today one of the most powerful armies in the world. In fact, I was reading just yesterday, 4 massive big Western companies, they stole the technology of Ukraine. They are stealing technology from Ukraine. American themselves, they signed billions of dollars agreement to build drones with Ukraine, because Ukraine are doing way better than the American. They have a ground drone, they have sea drones, they have sky drones, they have all kind of technology, and the weird, they are at war, but yet they create something, they put it into test right away in real war time, which make it very, very well, let us say, examined. It's not like, you know, a company, they take it in the sky, they hit a toy. This is real war. So right away they make something, they put it in the field. Either it fail or it's success. And if they've noticed there's a weakness, they improve it right away, because they don't have time. So the Ukrainian today as an army is not the same Ukrainian army 3 years ago. And nobody in the world will be able to attack Ukraine ever again. And I will not be surprised if Ukraine start building their own nukes, because remember, they deliver more than 200 nukes. Ukraine used to have more than 200 nukes. They gave them out. Stupid mistake. And the American and the Russian themselves, they sign that if you give us the nukes, we protect you. How stupid you are to give your nukes seeking fiction protection. And here we go. The one you signed the agreement with them is the first one to steal your land. This is why I say never give your weapon. You see, even if an army surrounded your house and they promise you peace, especially if they are vicious, evil, never surrender. You better die, because they will torture you. Not only they will kill you, you will wish you would die. You will wish. We saw what the Muslims they were doing to those Durus. And then they shoot you. So why you surrender? At least fight until, you know, kill from your enemy as many as you can before they can kill you. At least when you die with honor. Not somebody shaving your mustache, putting something in your butt, and recording you. Alika said, CP, don't be stupid. Ukraine did not have this in mind. Anyone understand what this guy is saying? Did not have this in mind. What does that mean? Don't get married, okay? Is that a sentence? Don't be stupid. Ukraine don't have that in mind. What is the mind? What is in the mind? Anyway, in the internet you will find everybody he have a fart and he tried to release his gas in the chat. Fart, no problem. You know, because if you don't fart, you might have explosion and it might be nuke. You know, I hope your wife, she have a big butt and she cover you with her fart. There's a new weapon, it's called Fartino. You know, I think you are coming from that village, Fartino land. Somebody saying Ukraine is a crumbling and I don't understand CP. My friend, if Ukraine is a crumbling, so why Russia cannot take Ukraine? Take it. Here we go, guys. Ukraine is a crumbling. That's it. It's a crumbling. So what is stopping you? Until now, you see, just to show you how stupid what you are saying. I'm not calling you stupid, but what you are saying is stupid. And by the way, I'm not politically correct, so I can call people stupid. Don't be upset. Listen, did you see what this guy he just said? It's not for you or Trump to dictate when to get the peace stable. Negotiation will end when all the objectives of our military operation have been achieved. So until now, after 4 years of war, their military objective is not achieved. And you are saying to me crumbling? The biggest powerful country in the world as land, Russia, after 3 years of war, they could not achieve their objective. And you are saying to me Ukraine is crumbling? Right? We can say it's a crumbling if you can take them, if you have victory. You know, just last week, the Russian could not celebrate the most famous army parade in Pittsburgh. Never happened before. Why? Because the Ukrainian drones is hitting all the way to Pittsburgh. So they cancel it. Russian, all the men right now is either in Thailand. Anyone he receive a paper from the army to join the army, he fly right away. They go, they smuggle it through the borders, and they fly to Turkey, to Thailand, and they stay there. Nobody is coming until the war is over. Now, for sure, Ukraine is suffering, and they want to stop the war because they lost a lot of men. There's no question about that. But if you could not achieve the goal of your war, so you cannot claim victory, and this is what he's saying to you in front of your eyes. This is just yesterday, today. This is not last year. They did not achieve the operation. They keep calling it operation. Operation in the war standard means something you do within 24 hours, 48 hours, not 3, 4, 5 years. That will be a war. They refuse to call it a war because this is bring him unity. That Russia waged war in such a small, tiny country compared to Russia, weapon, soldiers, population, land, everything. Still, they could not achieve their objective. And you are telling me they are crumbling? All right? And now, because such a tweet, stupid tweet, the American, they are going to open more assistance to the Ukrainian. And maybe they will give them more valid and more powerful weapon. Things will not look good for Putin, my friend. And Putin, he cannot trust any of his friends because the Chinese are his enemy too. As I told you, right now, if you go to Russia, actually, everybody talking about the Chinese stole the land of the Russian. And they are upset that Putin is doing nothing about it. So even in the ground, the Russians are very upset that Putin became a puppy in the front of China. If you go right now and search for the treaty between Russia and China in 1991 and 2004, which is supposedly this treaty or agreement will resolve the border dispute. But the Chinese refuse to give the land back. Why? Because Russia now is way weaker and China is way stronger. And the Chinese, they say to themselves, and this is what happened in 2023, why in the world we will honor a treaty for a land is our land anyway? We have it, they give it to us. So the Chinese, they were able to lure the stupid Russian by giving them money, says, let us rent this land from you. Okay, you'll give us good money? Sure, sure. And the Chinese in the beginning, they start robbing the ground. They cut the trees, but then they said, well, hold on. Look, we became China, the empire today. We are a monster. We are the dragon of Asia. Russia will not dare to do anything. We are going to keep the land. So the Chinese refuse to give it back, and they will not give it back. Now you can argue that this is the land of the Chinese anyway. Originally, yes, originally is a Chinese land. So the Chinese have the right to do that. I don't blame them. But Putin, you see, here you see the hypocrisy. When the Chinese, the one, they take the land from him, he don't dare to open his mouth. When the American, they take Alaska, he don't dare to open his mouth. And you know, Alaska is just across the corner. Is not, look at this. This is how far the distance between us and the Russian. And by the way, the Russian nuclear facility is here. Here. You know? They are across the borders. So if Putin, like when Trump he says we will move our submarine, I was like, where? I mean, the Russian is next door to us. He will put them between us and Alaska. I'm not sure what he was talking about. But you know, obviously, a submarine should be secret. The movement of submarine should be secret. That's why it's made to be under the water, so nobody can see where the submarine is going and where the submarine is coming from. But it's possible it's going to be located here, close to Alaska, between us and Russia. So if any missiles being shot from that area, or if any respond need to be taken, and those submarines are nuclear weapon, heavily equipped, and even their engine is a nuclear, which means they do not need fuel and fuel supply. They can function, I think, under the water for a long time because it's a nuclear. There's no diesel, there's no, and they are very quiet. Because of that, they are very quiet, which is very important to be able to, you know, to overcome the enemy radar and equipment to discover the submarine under the ground. So all this news happened. I have to say, it was a good news for Ukraine and bad news for Russia. And somebody, somehow, somewhere, he made a poo-poo. And this poo-poo is made by this guy. And I think Putin, if he is not the one who told him to say what he said, I think Putin, as we speak, is spanking him, saying to him, you are an idiot. You just united them and you gave them a reason, all of them, to join and support Ukraine. Can't you keep your mouth shut? Somebody saying you are not an American, wake up, CP. Yeah, you are not an American. It's up to you to say to me. I'm an American citizen, and even my ass have an American stamp. You want to see it? You want to see it? It says Allahu Akbar on my ass. I put the name of Allah there. So a bunch of stupid people, they come to you, CP, you wake up, you are not American citizen. I was in the USA Army, you donkey. Don't you know? Potato. Not only I am a US citizen, I was in the army of the USA. Potato. Not only that, not only I was in the army, I was in contact and I was doing a job very important for high, you know what high? High agencies. I cannot say more. Do you want more? Potato. Anyway, potato people. And let us say, for the sake of argument, I am from China, and I'm giving you my opinion. What do you have to do with being American? I mean, people are so stupid. They cannot refute you. They cannot answer you. So they fart. Farting opinion. CP, you are not an American. Remember that. Idiot. Who care? Let us say I am not an American. You donkey. I don't know. I mean, you know, this is why you should change your DNA. Like if your father is stupid and you marry a woman, she is stupid, the son will be more stupid. So I advise you, if you want to get married, if you are not yet, maybe it's too late, don't do the same mistake your parents did. Try to find a woman, she is way smarter than you, otherwise your son will be more donkey than you, will be donkey S2. Like double donkey. And his ears will be bigger. Who cares if you are an American or not? People here, they are from around the world. But nuclear war is going to destroy everybody, you donkey. This is not about you being American. In fact, those countries are the last one to be harmed. Why? Because they are equipped. But the poor you, if there's no bread, you die. American, they will not need the Ukrainian bread to live. They are a continent by themselves. They can be self-sufficient, the same as the Russian. But then all the countries around the world will cut supply for many things. Not only the pollution and the destruction and the cancer and the radiation, and even the water you drink will not be, will not be good to drink. But those people, they can fix it. They have equipment to make the water filtered. Can you? Until now, in your countries, most of the country in the world, they don't even have a clean water. Until now, in India, all the water they drink is full of parasite. So when those nations, they go to war, they have the capability, but there's other nations will die even if they are not at war. You see, when Ukraine went to war, there's many countries, their government is collapsing in Africa, in Asia, just because the bread of a price increase double, 3, 4 times, because those nations, they live on bread, like Egypt. Go and see what's happening right now in Egypt. The economy is so horrible. All of this just because of the bread of Ukraine. The bread of Ukraine, not the oil, not the gas, the bread. So every country, they have a strength and have weakness. But those poor countries, they have nothing but weakness. And you will be the casualty of the war between the giants. You will go between the feet, literally. I mean a flour? Flour, you mean? No, bread is a flour, who cares? Is there a difference between the bread and flour? The Egyptian, they don't buy flour to make cake, my friend. This is not Napoleon Bonaparte and his wife. This is not what her name? The wife of they said to her, the people don't have a bread. They said, well, you don't eat cake, you know. What a flour, what a bread. It's the same, because those people, the flour, they don't buy flour to make cake. They buy flour for the bread. The whole country live in bread. Egyptian, they don't eat meat every day. Nobody can afford it. Even vegetables. 90% of their food is bread. Bread and beans. North Korea and Russian are allies. Who care? I mean, the North Korean, they are dying from hunger. I mean, your friend, the one who is screwed. So what? Do Russia even need North Korea? They need them only now for they want soldiers. Russians don't want to go to war. Young men in Russia, you call them for service, they run away, they leave the country. And remember, Russia border is so wide, it's so easy to go through the borders without going to the borders, which means without going crossing the police. It's a massive borders. If you go right now and check Russia map, let me show you. Just to show you how easy to any Russian to run. They can run to Afghanistan. They can run to, If you go to Thailand right now, you will see that the Russians are everywhere. Why? I mean, where is their country exactly located? So Kazakhstan, Afghanistan, Mongolia, you name it, Georgia, so they are going all over, running for their life. Nobody want to go to war. Uzbekistan, Turkmenistan, Uzbekistan, blah, 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 stan, all the countries around them are very open borders. Nobody can control those borders. Russia is a massive, it is the biggest country in the world. It is literally the biggest country ever in the world. Like before, even the Russian, before the war with Ukraine, they used to cross the border to Finland and then they go to Sweden. Now this mission is very hard because the Finland, they are watching their border since the war. So things is not going good for Putin, and it's not going good too for Ukraine. Ukraine are suffering badly because this war is killing their men, and this is why they want to finish it. They did not choose it, they did not call for it, but the filthy scumbag beast, he made a choice, and the choice is very costly for everybody. Europe want Russia oil. You see what happened in this war. Since the war happened, the European now, they wake up, you know, the European, they became hippies for a long time. So they start shutting down all their nuclear, like generators for power and energy. But now after the war, they notice that they are stupid. So now they are buying those generators from USA, small ones. They can install them in a very fast way. They don't even take a week. They do not need now the old days in order to make a nuclear facility to generate power. It takes years to build it. Now it's a very small unit. It can fit inside a warehouse and can give electricity and light for a city, a small town. So now all what they need to do is install a few of them in different locations, and bingo. So now the European, they start changing their strategy from being stupid going green. Why you want to go green? You see, they put those wind to generate electricity, but those wind, they kill your birds. They are ugly, and they get rusty, and they get damaged, and they get broke by storms, and the maintenance is so expensive. So you find yourself spending more money to build it from what you saved. All of this because they are obsessed with go green. When all what you need to do, build a small, a plant of nuclear, and you can make, you can produce unlimited electricity. And soon, there's a new generation of electricity, generators, which will not even be compared to the one who is used right now. Will give unlimited, so things will change. And Russia today is important because of oil and gas, but that will not be the scenario very soon. Putin's strategy is, Trump, saying why we want to worry about it if we have a lot of oil, but what about country who have no oil? Then they have to use this technology. For American, they have oil enough for hundreds of years to come, if not thousands. They do not need to worry. If I take you to America, there's places inside the faucet, you open the faucet, gas came. I'm talking about the natural gas, the one you use for your cooking. In the faucet. We have amazing amount, same as Canada. I can even search for some videos and show you. You go to your water wheel, you go to the gas is coming like crazy. Let me see if I can find you. But I don't know what to search for to find you those videos. Let us see. Here we go.
I can often
Let me show you this video as an example.
hold a standard kitchen match to my water, and like I said, it is unpredictable, but the methane randomly travels with the water, and sometimes it will light quite spectacularly.
See?
Just
See?
like that.
They have it even in the faucet inside their houses. This is not a leak connected to, pipe. No, this is the water. So the American, they are lucky they have a lot of gas and oil and they are not worried about it. But other countries like the stupid European, they stop closing down all the nuclear generators because they are stupid, and they start buying gas and oil from Russia and from Qatar and losing a lot of money, which is going to be a national security threat. All right? And this is like the same. You see somebody have a farm, the methanol is coming from their water well, from the ground, even from the ground. Like you can, you want to make a fire in the ground. Let us say you want to have some wood to do barbecue. Boops! The whole ground catching fire. Why? Because it's leaking gas. So they are very rich. Like if you go to Pennsylvania as an example. According to CP, anyone is stupid. Okay, anyone is stupid. Just to analyze for you what the word anyone. Anyone is a stupid because he's a stupid, which means anyone, he's a stupid anyway. You just make it right. I mean, according to CP, anyone is a stupid. Who is the one who dropped this baby here? Get out of here. Don't sit with adult. So do you see the difference? So Russia have a lot of resource. There's no question about it. However, even if you are Russia, remember, the Russians themselves, they went through a very hard time. And that can be repeated again because you have a stupid leader. Because your wealth is connected to your certain things you sell. And then if nobody is buying it, then you are going to lose it. What the value of my tomato if nobody buy it? I cannot eat it all. What the value of my oil if nobody want to buy it? So if the European, they start building their own manufacturer for power, do not buy oil, neither gas from anybody. They will not. Those countries who are getting rich, they are getting rich because of the stupid European and other countries. All of this will change. It's just a matter of time. When the oil became so expensive, then all those countries, they will force themselves to switch. It's just about which one is cheaper. It's like when you go shopping. Okay, oh now let's say in the kitchen, somebody says to you, which one you prefer to cook on, gas or electricity? The one who is gas is very expensive in his country, he will say electricity. The one, like the opposite, whatever is more expensive, you choose. You are not choosing because you favor one upon the other one, mostly, but because of how much it costs. It's the same when we do shopping for clothing. Maybe you prefer to buy the most expensive one, but it's so expensive. You like the brand, you like the name, you like the quality, but then you choose the one is the cheapest because this is what makes sense to me. And this is what my budget, and this is what my ability. So oil and gas will be on sale as long they are the cheapest. As soon they become the most expensive, and there's other product which can be cheaper, then all of this market will disappear. You see, one day, salt was the most expensive product, more than gold. Kingdoms and kings, they don't measure how rich they are by gold, but how much salt they have. Today, salt is the most cheap thing to buy. Is that correct? Who can believe it that the one who have 1 case of salt one day, he was very rich? Hard to believe. Time changed, and everything changed with it. So what was the most expensive, now it's the most cheap. All right. Some people pay big bucks for salt. You mean the old days, not now. Now it's so cheap. I bought a case for $25. I forgot how many kilos inside, but it's massive, big. And I'm using it for the last, I don't know, 10 years, 15 years. I'm not sure. I don't know when I bought it. Until now, I have maybe enough for the coming year or maybe more. Yeah, you see, I don't buy those small things you buy from Walmart for $3 because you spend too much money. I buy a big case, huge one, will be coming until I die. If I buy now a new one, you know how long you will live. I don't know, but it might be enough until I die. How much salt you use a day? Little, you know, with your tomato, with your cooking. We don't eat salt. So what is very expensive today, it will be very cheap tomorrow. You see, even like now we are talking about AI. AI have a good news and bad news. It can be very dangerous, but it can be very useful. As an example, how much you pay for a surgery? A lot of money, especially in USA or in the West. I can assure you that in less than 10 years from now, the one who will do the surgery for you and he will do it better, way better than a doctor, is AI. The hands will be the hands of machine. The machine will do the surgery for you, not a human being. And by the way, I assume that is going to be way better, more successful than a human being. Human beings make mistakes. A lot of doctors, they destroy the life of their patient because of their stupidity. AI is just a program machines, and it's way smarter than a human being. Especially if it's programmed about medicine. 1 + 1 = 2. No mistakes. So time will come, and your doctor will be in AI. Your nurse will be an AI. Your pharmacy will not use a human being. They will be AI. Just wait. And this is why USA, like if you go to Russia right now, you will see how bad it is, the situation. When it's come to technology, their weapon is garbage. Chinese is more horrible. Go check right now in Egypt how many cars are unfunctional. The Iranian, they bought many airplanes from China. 60% they could not fly when the attack happened by Israel. Imagine 60% of the Chinese airplane. They look so fancy. Those Chinese airplanes, they look so fancy. When you see them, you say, wow, that's powerful. So the stupid Iranian, they said to themselves, okay, we will buy those jet. We cannot buy the American. Let us buy the Chinese. But when they decide to go to war or to fight against Israel, they did not function. All right? Russian weapon. They shoot the Scud missiles to go to Ukraine, it come back on their head. We saw many missiles shot by Iran at Israel, but they fell down inside Tehran. It's not the Israeli who shot them, it was the Tehran. And then the Iranian, they say the Israeli are shooting our civilians. It was their own Russian Scud missile. Extended range. Yeah, AI will change a lot of things, you will see. I assure you that YouTube will kick all their employees. The one who will be watching video and content over YouTube is going to be AI, because they can do better job. Same in Facebook, same in Twitter, same in all social media. All even those who give news, they are going to be AI, because it's way less costly. You do not need a woman. This woman, who need her? Why you want to pay health insurance and it's retirement and headache and training and vacation? It's a software. No vacation, no health, no insurance, no housing, no driving, no late. All right, say hello to your mother, my friend Helen. Her name is Helen. How are you doing, Mom? She is 8 years old. May the Lord bless you and give you good health. I'll pray for you and your family. God bless. I hope she can hear me. All right, Heidi. So time will come. I mean, even now, you see, there's many videos in YouTube. All of them, they are fabrication. But you look at them, they look real. People are singing, but nobody's singing. This is AI. Beautiful voices, but this is AI. Beautiful music, but this is AI. You will see how much people are confused. You will see people making comment, wow, you are so beautiful and your voice is so good, but it's an AI. People, they cannot comprehend until now, around the world, that they are cheated. This is not a human. So this is now. So imagine what will happen in 10 years from now, 20 years from now. You will, even right now, who is did you hear about the self-drive cars? There's no need for Uber driver. Even Uber, they will lay off all the drivers. They are getting self-drive Uber car. There's no driver. Is that correct? So even the one who work as a driver, he will not find a job, because why you wanna hire a driver, pay him money when you have a software? You put it just in the car and the car run. Soon you will have airplanes have no pilot. You will see. Just wait. In when I was in Korea, Korea is not advanced countries. Korea, I don't know if you went there, look like Somalia, very dirty and very unadvanced, and I don't like it. Sorry, I'm just joking, by the way. It's the opposite. So in Korea, I was sitting in the restaurant, and then something is moving and came to me. It's a tray moving by itself. So we made an order. The food is coming by itself. Where's the guy? The tray come to you by itself. This is now. This is in Korea. This is not next year. This is not next generation. This is now. You make an order for food, you will find the food is walking to you, like and then where is the waitress? Where is the waiter? So you will see. Just wait. You will not need even a husband. They will send you an AI. Right now, I saw even advertising of people dating website with AI. What the heck does that mean? Simply, you choose a lover. You design her how she look like, so beautiful. You like darker skin, you like a blonde, you like white, you like Middle Eastern, you like whatever you like. So you choose your Barbie, and will be your girlfriend. She will do anything you want for. She will strip for you. And they will pay money for sure. So a person who is stupid, is mentally ill, he will go to those apps and he will start talking to a fictional girl, thinking that she is the one who loves him, and she will never say no. Way better than the real women, because real women they will say no sometime, and maybe all the time. You never know, based on your luck. So things will change. Defense will change. Did you hear about the new airplane? The what they call it? The F-47, the American airplane. It's F-47, right? What this airplane about? Simply, this is an AI airplane. Will be accompanied by hundreds of drones. So this, the brain inside this airplane is the one who will lead and make decision for all the drones to attack. It's like having a brigade by itself flying in the sky. You go to war, the drone brain, which is the AI, is going to take command and control what we will attack, where to hit in a very fast speed. We are talking about timing now, not only speed of traveling. We are talking about timing. So even war will be based on AI. Look even how this airplane looked like, Yeah. Each one of them will have, I don't know how many hundred drones they fly with them. And then now they are having a drone carrier. I saw even Ukrainian, they design one. The drone will not go to fight right away. The drone will be carried by other object, and when they reach the place, the drone will be released. So things is going to change so fast, and Russia is way behind in everything. Russia is not an advanced country as before. The Armenian, they used to be the dynamo of innovation in Russia. Armenian are not there. The Armenian, most of them, they are coming to America. If you ask an Armenian which way you would like to make a living and live, Russia or USA, he will come to USA. The brain of the Soviet Union was the Armenian. The Sikhoy, the Kalashnikov, all the machine guns they have, all the weapon, check the Armenian out. All right, do we have any question? Even soldiers will not be human no more. They will be already they have machine soldiers, and you will not care for how many soldiers die because simply they are machines. They are junk. Those soldiers, they will carry guns. Like I saw Ukrainian. They have. It's not a person who is walking. It's a vehicle, but it's really powerful. You know, in the old days, when you go to war, you have a special a group of fighters who they go and explore, discover the land of the enemy secretly, check it out, come back. Now you do not need to do that. You know, now you can do it with a very small. Even there's a drones are in the size less than your finger size. Things will be totally different. And you know, nations who they are behind the technology, they will be eaten by the one who is advanced in technology. Those little toys is a change in history. I think this is a Russian drone is attacking a building here. See, this is in Ukraine. Yeah, this is I think made by the Iranian. This one obviously did not explode. Those are Ukrainian toys made in Ukraine. And now many Western companies are buying the technology or partner in technology with Ukraine because they notice how advanced the Ukrainians become in their weapon and their innovation. When the Chechenian army almost arrived to Kiev, there was a kid. He is not even high school. He have a drone. Somebody sent it to him from his family from America somewhere, you know. And that drone saved Kiev. The kid, he fly the drone. He found where is the location of the Chechenian army. He informed the city. He called the government. They told him, okay, stay with us on the line. They made a documentary about him. He told them exactly what he see. He's in the phone and he is watching through his camera. Where is the Chechenian? And then the Chechenian, they've been trapped, ambushed, and they were able to push them back and run away for their life. I think all of you saw the video. I need to remember what the name of it. It was a massacre for the Chechenian, just because of a drone. I'm trying to find the video for you. Yeah, I think maybe this is the one. Yeah, possibly this one. Be the one sound, so no copyright. Look at this. They got screwed. And then you will see the look how long the line. Look how long. They were coming happy, everything is fine, you know, and boom, suddenly the attack on them, and they left all of this junk behind them. the Ukrainians start hunting them like hunting rats. All of this is explained in that documentary. It was because of a drone. Because those areas became empty, all population ran away. So nobody didn't know what to see, and the airplane cannot even fly. The Ukrainian airplanes, they were downed, and they are even scared to fly their airplane. They are no match to the Russian invasion, you know. So it was just a little drone was able to change, let us say, history. Kiev was going to be occupied, and then a kid with a toy, he made a difference. So this is why, you know, Russia is behind in everything. Imagine Russia is buying drones from Iran. How bad is Russia now then? How stupid you are to buy drones from the Iranian, the savage Iranian Islamic regime. I'm not saying the Iranians are savage. I'm saying the Iranian regime, the Islamic regime. Hezbollah became more advanced than the stupid Putin. And then they start hunting them one by one. And look how stupid even the commander of this brigade, you know, they gather all the tanks so close to each other. How in the world you do that? Because all what I need to do to hit the first ones in the beginning and the last one at the end, and they are trapped. This guy is just an idiot. Whoever the commander of this unit is just an idiot. But did Ukraine say thanks? This is the most important, by the way. Ukraine should say thanks. They should keep kissing your ass day and night. You should say thanks to them, because you sign a promise to them in return of delivering their nukes. You made them deliver their nukes. You should say thanks because they are stopping in the front of the Russian. It is the guys, did even Ukrainians say thanks? Thanks to who? They are the one who died, not yours. Even the money you gave them, you take way more. Trump, he made them sign an agreement of taking 50% of their minerals, $6 trillion minerals. Trump, he wants 50% for $300 billion. Look how cheap. $300 billion for exchange of 50% of $6 trillion. Did they even say thanks? People. Did they even say thanks? How many times they have to say thank you to? They have to keep you kissing your ass, right? Do you see, guys, those people, they claim to be Christians? Did you even say thanks? So J.D. Vance says, did you even say thank you? Huh? What do you mean? The guy, every time he go on TV, he said, thank you, American, thank you, President, thank you, Congress, thank you. A billion times. Go check the videos. Did you even say thanks? Do you want him to lick you? What about you take off your pant and he lick your ass? Very trashy. I know. Ah, you don't mean it. Ah, yeah, okay. Maybe you don't mean it. Okay, I take it back. This is what J.D. Vance said. Did you even say thanks? Did the Qatari say thanks to protect them? No. The Saudi. The poor guy, they start humiliating him, making fun of him. Very trashy. Anyway, see, history will write the bad and the good. And whatever you say, remember that you should don't take a side. For me, Russian are Christian people. I love them. I'm not against the Russian. I will never, actually, I used to have a good opinion about Putin because, you know, this guy, he took over his country, he's coming from the Soviet Union, was collapsing. He make it better, you know, he opened his economy, and then the European are coming. So it's Russia started flourishing, and then he made the biggest mistake in his life, attacking Ukraine. Otherwise, almost Russia merged with European Union. Perfect. Almost every European company, they have a branch in Russia. Russian, they can fly to Europe, no visa. The European open their borders to Russia. They can cross even to Finland walking. Russian, they cross to Finland walking, not even driving. This guy is an idiot. He destroyed everything he accomplished in 20 years of his career. Literally an idiot. Anyway, I just want to share with you my opinion about this news. I'm not going to keep you longer. Feel free to leave your comment. You don't have to agree with me. And you know, you agree or not to agree, this is your business. For me, I learned from my Lord that I have to stand with the truth, not with a person, not even with a country. Not with the country. I vote for Trump, but when Trump is wrong, I say he's wrong. When he's smart, I say he's smart. When he's stupid, I say he's stupid. And you are my witness. I support Israel, but how many times I attack Netanyahu? This guy is an idiot. So we as a Christians, we have to stand not with a person, not with a flag, not with a group, but with what is right against what is wrong. As simple as that. And because of that, people will hate you, and people will call you names, and people will be upset from you because you need to take a side. I take side only with the truth, and the truth is my Lord. Is not your country, is not my country. For all the earth belong to the Lord. We encourage people to defend their land because this is the right thing to do, to defend, but not to attack your neighbor. We encourage everybody, even a Muslim, even a Hindu, even a Buddhist, defend your home, defend your wife, defend your children. For this is the right thing to do. God gave you the right to live. Anyone want to kill you, he have no right to do so. So we stand with the one who is a victim against the one who is doing the aggression. It doesn't matter who. As simple as that. CP, will you invite us over and cook for us? There's two kind of cooking. Either you end in my dish, or I will serve you a dish. Which one you will be? I don't know why in Rumble they are talking about kitchen and food. I have no idea. We were talking about war. The guys in Rumble, they have different club. You know, they are like in different mood. They are happy because they are a smaller group and they are like a family. So they, you know, they are relaxed. And YouTube is different story. Yeah, what is missing is to talk about recipe. You want me to teach you how to make yogurt? All right. Yeah, actually, I never buy yogurt. I make my own yogurt. All right. I hope you guys have a good time, and I'm sure that Ukrainians are happy because the stupid idiot, he made this comment, and I hope he will make more comment. Sometimes comment is more priceless than money. Like when Elon Musk, he make a stupid comment, price of Tesla goes up or down. Just one comment will make you bankrupt or make you rich. Or one comment from Trump can make your stock go bankrupt or your stock go skyrocketing. So, you know, this is why if you do business, if you do investment, or you will notice that it's not your intelligence is in control of how successful your investment will be. It's just those fools, Elon Musk and the famous ones. One comment, the price go up. One comment, you go bankruptcy. As simple as that. And for them, they stay rich because even when they go down, still they are making money. But for you, when you go down to the grave. You don't come out. They bury you. So you have to be vigilant. You have to be careful. Don't be greedy. Be smart. And war for everybody is a loss, because economy of every country in the world will be damaged and will be affected. However, there is countries they can handle war. Doesn't mean they will not suffer, but we cannot compare to other countries. So there's countries when there's war, when war comes, millions will die from hunger. I mean, in peace they cannot make living when there's peace. So how they can make living when there's no peace? So war, this is why our Lord always taught us that God loved those who love peace. Those who love peace are blessed. For the natural way for a human being is to live in peace, not to be killing each other. Bloodshed is evil. Killing is nothing but evil. But what you can do when you live in an evil land and there's a criminals, you find yourself, you are forced to kill the criminal. Otherwise, the criminal will kill you. And we pray that countries will have wise men as leaders, not a bunch of thugs who they are obsessed with power and to become famous and to become kings and to become empire. People who favor peace, God will favor them. However, we favor peace, but doesn't mean God, He command you to be coward. If you see something wrong, you stand against it. If you see somebody doing aggression, you go to war with the aggressor. If you don't, you are no Christian. You are not. A person who see a crime and he don't stop it, he is a partner in the crime. If a man he see a woman being raped and he say none of my business, he is a rapist. He is a rapist. So your duty as a Christian is not to witness by words, but to witness by act. When it's time for peace, this is what the Bible says: time for peace, time for war, time for love, time for hate. And whatever time come in your way, you have to be ready for it. So I want to say thank you. Don't forget to watch the previous video if you did not watch it. Until we see you again, God is good. So is Jesus, and we are the crusade. See ya.